What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Home Tee Hero simulator session here in the backyard. Today I have another subscriber requested course for you guys. We are playing Highland Lake Golf Course in Richmond, Indiana. This one comes courtesy of Mark Stevens. Shout out to you. You've given me a few good requests here to play back here. And like I mentioned in a lot of the other videos, he actually gave me a little bit of background on this course, which I like, which I'm going to read to you in a second. But real quick, for any of you out there, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me play a video, and if you can, give me a little bit of background similar to what Mark gave me here. So again, Highland Lake Golf Course in Richmond, Indiana, from Mark Stevens. He said that I started golf here at age 13, finally broke 80 when I was 33. Nice open public course. With your length, I'd say even par for you. So I don't know about that, but pretty cool you broke 80. Pretty cool this is where you started. Nice open public course. I like to hear that, at least. I don't know if open he means layout wise or open just availability wise, but either way, we're going to give it a go. There was 2 tee box options, gold and one other one. I don't remember off the top of my head, but like always, we're just playing the furthest back. So because of the limited tee box options, hopefully I'm going to be around even par. But actually right before I did this, I came out and filmed. I'm not sure when that will be, when the video will be out, in basically in relation to when this video comes out, but I came out here and filmed just what I do for my warm-up. So basically the story today is today is the day after my weekly basketball league, so very sore, body is not feeling great. It took me a little bit warmer to warm up out here in general, just hitting my 9-iron, so we'll see. I might have to club up half a club, maybe a full club on some of these shots depending on how it goes, but expecting to see probably some wonky shots. Hopefully I can be around even par. Maybe I'll surprise myself, but we'll see. It could get ugly here. But the other thing I noticed, there was a little bit of wonkiness when I was doing the warm-up. There was one that the R10, I was kind of swinging my club around in front of the ball a little bit, so the R10 picked one up. But as you can see by the video, it's kind of hazy out here. First day in about a week that it's not going to rain, or at least raining at like 6 o'clock tonight. So I have experienced in the past when it's been like misty out that the R10 doesn't love the extra humidity in the air, so we'll see. There may be a few extra misreads on top of my not so great swings, but we're going to give it a go. Like always, Garmin Approach R10 behind me, calibrated on a DIY level stand. You got the Callaway Super Fast balls like usual, Country Club Elite mat, my DIY artificial turf tile stance mats, 10x7 nets, and Home Tee Hero that you're seeing on screen. So first hole, we've got a par 4 385. Looks pretty straightforward, pretty straight out there. Only hit, again, like usual, I hit I think a total of 19 or 20 9-irons before. So this first driver swing, or actually these first few driver swings, and as well with all the other clubs and wedges, should be interesting. But hopefully get off to a decent start. Don't put ourselves into a hole, and then after the first maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 holes, maybe even the whole front 9, start to loosen up and play a little bit better. But we're gonna aim slightly left up here. I've been fading them as of late, not on purpose, but that's been kind of the situation that's going on. So we're gonna aim there, and we'll see what we can do with the first driver swing. One of the neighbors, I don't know if you guys can pick it up with the mic. Usually the mic's pretty good at dampening sound. One of the neighbors has a chainsaw going. He must be cutting up wood. And then I just saw a cement truck go by. I don't know if that's just turning around and going by on the street, but it could have some extra noise coming up depending on if that cement truck's doing work at one of the neighbor's house. I don't know, but I apologize in advance if it's extra noisy. All right. After that lengthy introduction, low, that's gonna be headed left. It was low in the cup face, but it was actually somewhat off the middle of the face. We'll see what we got here for the metrics on that one. Swung it at 106, 148 ball speed. Swung up on it 3.9, smash factor 1.4. Not too bad. Like to be, ideally if I can, get my ball speeds well into the 150s, if not up into the 160s, but I'm not sure. Obviously, mostly has to do with me and my swing, but this is also a 10, almost 11-year-old driver at this point. This is the original Rocket Balls from 2012, which I do really like, but I think coming up here, heading into next season, I might be looking into upgrading a little bit and kind of maximizing what I can do with my swing, and again, get those ball speeds creeping up there. Because I feel like for the most part, I still feel like the club speed might be a little bit low here on the R10, but generally speaking, I want to work on that too, to maybe do some speed training, but generally speaking, I feel like my club speed is there. And then it all just comes down to, obviously, the quality of strike, how close to the center of the face you're hitting it, and then the technology with the ball speed, how much you're maximizing what you're able to do. Alright, second shot, 116, up 3, we're in the fairway, so right at 119. Gonna go choke down pitching wedge. Oh, that was straight but horrendously thin. That really needs to get down. Down, 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 down. I have a feeling we're going to have a good amount of shots like that based on how my body's currently feeling, but alright, that's a drop stroke. Let's see if we can make up for it. 22 yards going back the other way now. We'll add another, we'll call it 3 to it because we're in the rough, so right around 25. I'm going to go 56 degree. Taking a little bit off my regular 30-yard shot with this club. Oh, and I go right up and over the net. Decent shot though. Might be a little long. Alright, we're in there. Usually that doesn't happen with this club. I'm gonna have to go find that ball after, but break into another super fast here. Luckily, we scraped out a par on that first one after that drop stroke. So, decent, somewhat decent drive off the first one. Complete skull job on the second one. Third shot, decent swing, but completely up and over the net. So, we're seeing a little bit of craziness here today. We'll see if that continues. Second hole, par 3, 164, up 3, so we're at 167. That's right in between strong 9, kind of softer 8. Usually 9 iron's about 155, 160. 8 iron gets up to about 170, 175, so definitely closer to an 8, especially if I'm not swinging it super quick today. So looking for just a nice smooth 8 in here, see if we can catch this green. Decent strike, caught it a little heavy, kind of popped it up into the left. Hopefully that catches the front left side. I don't know if it will. Alright, we got a bounce on, made it by a yard or 2. But we're on the green, it'll be a par. Third hole, par 5. 508. Dog leg left, kind of narrow landing spot around here in this corner. So we're gonna aim, I guess, there. We got trees both left and right, so could use something relatively straight, like most tee shots, but more so on this one compared to when we have a link-style golf course with a bunch of open area, or hopefully on this course there's a few really open holes. Same thing, that one was more off the toe, low on the club face. That one's going to be headed a little bit right. Kind of just a low worm burner out there. That wasn't a very good strike, but we're in the fairway. 248, certainly not the longest. And we got this tree. There's a tree in the middle of the fairway by the looks of it, but we're gonna go up and over this, I think. We've got 268 left. We're in the fairway, so 253. I'm just gonna punch and try to hit my 3 hybrid somewhere up there. Really wasn't even planning on playing today, based on waking up and feeling like I got hit by a bus like I usually do after basketball. But again, first day in about a week. It's not going to rain until later, and it's actually relatively warm. It's like 50 degrees out, so compared to 20-30 degree weather and snow like I have been in the past, I'll take the 50 degree hazy weather all day long for this time of year. 3 hybrid. Actually struck it decent. It was a little bit left. I think we made it through the tree. I don't know if it caught that at all. Hopefully it gets a big bounce in the fairway. We'll take that. I've been struggling with this club a little bit as of late, but 241, 3 hybrid off the deck. Granted, we got a big bounce in the fairway, but we'll take that. Usually I play that club in prime golf season weather, and when it's warm out, I'm wearing shorts, etc. When it's kind of hot and humid, play that to about 250, 260, on occasion up to 270 if I really hit it well. So 10, 20, 30 yards short on that one still, but it is what it is. Third shot though into a par 5, we'll take it, 29 yards. Gonna go 56 again. We're right on the edge of the fairway in the rough, so no reduction, so we're right at 29, no slope. See if I can actually keep this one into the net. That other one, I saw it land. I should be able to find it back there, but sometimes they get buried down into the leaves. I go back there, even if I know in the general area where they are. Sometimes I'm spending 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes back there looking for the stupid ball. Alright. Nice little 30-yard shot here. Oh, I did it again. Well, we got one more ball left in the sleeve. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go. At least I can see that one. That one's sitting up. I'll have to go either switch out to a different style of ball, or go get one of those two, or both of them. Or even though through 3. 4th hole, par 4, 399. Now the rest of every single shot now for the next 15 holes or whatever, I'm gonna be thinking about keeping my stupid wedges into the net. Hopefully that doesn't become a reoccurring issue here. Alright, dogleg right. We're going to go right at this corner here, 277. Don't know if we'll be able to get that, but that's the line we're taking. That was actually hit decent. Still a little bit low launch. Still a tad low on the face. And a little bit off the heel, so it's going a little bit left, but I guess for the sake of it, we'll take a look at it real quick. 106, 151 ball speed. I could tell that one was going to be a little bit quicker on the ball speed. Swing speed's about the same. Didn't hit up as much on that one, so it could have gone more distance if I swung up on it a little bit more, but smash factor 1.43, not too bad. Ideally, you want to be as close to 1.5 as you can, but 270 in the fairway, we'll take that. 135 left. So usually that would be a nice stock smooth pitching wedge. I guess we'll do that, and we'll see. If I come up 5-10 yards short, then I may have to start going towards the half a club up. 135 on the dot. Should be a real good number for my pitching wedge. That's what I would play on course for a nice smooth swing, but I was debating going soft 9. Usually once I get 140 plus, I start getting into that, but see if we can stick this green with the pitching wedge. That's 2 in a row now. That's really thin off the back again, I'm assuming. That was horrendous. Pulled it left on top of it. That's kind of the problem. Sometimes you try to muscle up a club and get your maximum distance out of it. Sometimes you end up better off just swinging smoother and taking the extra club. Alright, that's 2 56s over the net and 2 scold pitching wedges. Not ideal. 30 yards left. We'll add another 3 because we're in the rough, so 33. Alright, moment of truth. 56 again. I gotta keep this stupid thing into the net. That was really thin. That's gonna have to get down. Oh man. Well, I kept it into the net at least, but that's a horrendous shot. +3 back over the other side of the green for a double bogey. Yikes. Got some work to do to make up for that one. All right. 5th hole par 4, we're 2 over now. 323. Ooh, tricky dog leg here. Up and over these trees. I guess that's where we're gonna leave it. 271. I could use a little bit of a higher launch on here and get up and over these trees. We'll see what we can do. Not super mad about the driver swing so far, but still low and right. Hopefully that has enough to get either around the trees or through them. Oh, I think it clipped it. That's all right though. Ball speed was actually probably pretty good on there. All right, we got it to work. 58 yards left. I'll go 52 degree, I guess. Usually I try to stick to hit my phone on the way by. Usually because of that net situation like you saw, try to stick to right around 50-55 with this club. Anything more, I start going into the choke down pitching wedge range just for the sake of keeping it into the net, but 58's not a whole lot more so. Decent shot, but up and over the net again. Alright, I'm gonna go grab those. I don't know what's going on, I'm pulling them. I'm gonna leave my mic over here just so it doesn't get disconnected. I'll be back in a hot second. Alright, we're back. Nice little scavenger hunt mid-round. I don't know what's going on. I'm popping them up, I guess. Decent shots, but they're going up and over the net. Wonder if I don't think the net came down at all. It's strung up in those trees, but I think that's more so me than anything. But I guess we scraped out a par. We're still 2 over. 6th hole par 4, 348. I guess we'll leave it there. Slight dogleg right. Some of these trees are kind of in precarious situations here. That one's gonna be headed a little left. Not a terrible strike, but I think it's relatively straight. We'll take it though. 263. That was what, like 250, 255 when it landed, I think. 87 yards left, down 2, so we're at 85. This time I'm gonna go choke down pitching wedge, see if I can flight in something right around 85. See if I can dial up this yardage correctly. We'll see. All right, pretty good shot there. We got one stroke back at least. We'll take that bird. 7th hole, par 4. 407. Good news is I'm swinging my driver a little bit better as of late, so my the recommended yardage off of the tee box, the Garmin's starting to give me a little more distance. For a while there, I was getting down into like 250, 260 recommendation, but when you start hitting them better, it brings your averages up, so it doesn't really matter, but it's just kind of a barometer, if you will, of how well I'm swinging my club as of late. So it's thinking I can hit it on average about 271 out there. We'll see if that's true on this one. This one's nice and straight, so, and at least a little bit wider than the other ones. There's trees, but not as close. Still been catching everything low on the club face. I don't want to go and tinker with too many different things though, because I've been swinging it decent, at least making decent contact. Still low on the club face, but I think it's gonna be headed a little bit right. .266. Didn't hit our average. It's gonna bring it down a little bit, but we're getting them out there at least, and they're staying straight. I was pretty happy when I played on course last week twice. I was actually hitting my driver pretty well and was keeping most of the things pretty straight, so I think all the swings back here have been helping out with that. Second shot, we've got 141 up 5, so we're at 146. Just gonna go smooth 9-iron. Struck it decent, popped it up a little bit, and it spun off the net to the right. I would think that would catch the front right side. Nope. Short. Drop stroke there. 16 yards left. We'll add another 2 because we're in the rough, so 18 yards. Gonna go 60 degree. And we'll see with this. I hit, what, 3 over already with 52 and 56. 60 degree. This could be a recipe for disaster here, but strange. Again, I don't feel like I'm doing anything different. I was actually made decent contact with those wedge shots. They're just climbing up the net. I didn't hit that super hard. All right, a little bit short, but we're in there. I gotta get that out of my head. I'm gonna start messing with my wedge swing just for the sake of keeping it into the net. I gotta kind of have short-term memory, forget about that, and just kind of swing my swing. If I put them over, I put them over. All right, 1 over through 7, 8th hole, par 3, long par 3, 221 down 5. So we're looking at 216. Usually 4 irons about 210, 215. I don't know if I'm going to get that out of that today, so I'm going to go 5 hybrid. Usually play this to 220, 230. Really hope I don't hit it 230, but we'll see. Maybe if I don't get all of it, hit something 215, 220 would be ideal. I am just going to double check. There's no water or anything up there. I don't think there is, so we'll see. The shots, obviously depending on strike, this is either a 4 iron or 5 hybrid shot, kind of that in between, but we'll see. I'm going to choke down maybe half an inch on this. Should kill a little bit of distance. Oh, I thought that was coming back at me. I hit the crossbar underneath, probably put a nice little dent in that. Well, that's not the swing, and luckily that was so bad the Garmin didn't even pick it up. That was interesting. That could have been famous last words there if that thing came shooting back. Let's not do that again. Still not very good. That's low and right. Hopefully it gets lucky with a bounce. I don't think it will. I should have just hit 4 iron. These in-between shots are not benefiting me today. I'm better off just taking a full swing, and if it comes up short, it comes up short. I kind of tried to like choke down and baby that 5 hybrid. Clearly not the shot we were looking for, but 25 yards left. We'll add another 3 to it because we're in the rough, so 28. Going 56. Get lucky. Yeah, I didn't deserve that to stay on the green. I was hoping maybe it would die on the green, but I think that's gonna be a +3. Yeah. Jeez, another double bogey. That was a horrendous swing. Like I mentioned, I think I'm in my own head now with these stupid wedges. Should just stay what I was doing. All right, +3 now through 8, 9th hole, par 5. See if we can get one back here. Gonna aim up there. Typical golf though, I feel like I'm swinging my driver decent and then my wedges let me down. Other days I'm struggling with the driver, better on the wedges, and then mid irons, who knows at this point, but tough at times to, or I guess tough at most of the times to get everything kind of coming together on one single round. Foot slipped a little bit on that one, but it's going to be a little right. Still kind of low on the cliff face, but I'll get through that tree. All right, I think we're past it, so we got to look at it here. 240 down 2, so we're at 238. I'm going to go I'm gonna go 4 hybrid and just take a full swing with it. Usually I play this club right to 240, so don't think we'll get that, but even a smooth swing with slightly slower speeds right now, I would hope I can get at least 220, 230 out of it versus trying to, in the back of my head I was thinking maybe do the 3 hybrid, but that hasn't been working. Low and right again. That's been my struggle lately. I've been go through periods where I hit these decent, and then as of late I've been struggling to launch these, and they kind of just low worm burners out there. 203, that's not great. Can hit my 5 iron that far. All right, 39 yards left, down 1, so we're at 37. Luckily we're in the fairway. I'm gonna go 52 degree. 37, that's right in between, kind of a stronger 58, and then usually this club I have it pretty dialed into a 50-yard shot, so I'm going to take a little bit off of it, see if I can do something right around 40 yards. Tugged it a little left. And left it was, but right around 40 yards. We'll take that. We're not in the inner circle, but at least that was a little bit better. That thing, luckily, I don't know if the camera caught that, but that thing caught the very top of the net and just came down. So still, for whatever reason, I don't know if I'm sliding the club too far underneath it, if I'm stabbing at it or what, but still popping them up. But 9 holes in the books for 3 over, onto the back 9. 10th hole, par 4, 371. I'll aim out there again. Club twisted when I hit that. That was low and off the heel. It's going to be headed pretty far left. Get lucky. Based on how I was feeling, I was debating saving this round because Mark specifically said even par. I was debating saving this round until I was feeling better, but kind of is what it is. This was next up on the list, so I want to get it recorded, edited, and put out in as much of a timely manner as I can. Alright, luckily though, we're 3 over. I guess that's somewhere around even par. Hopefully we can get a couple back, get back towards down like 2-1, even over, something like that. 118 up 2, so we're at 120. Just gonna go pitch and wedge, smooth pitch and wedge. That was the first real bad driver swing, or at least worse than the others. Hopefully that's a one-time occurrence. Popped it up into the left, but I struck it decent. We'll see what happens. Yeah, a little short, but came out left, spun off the net to the right, so I guess the R10 did pick up correctly that right side spin. I think we ended up a little short right. 11th hole, par 3. 177 down 3, so we're right at 175, or 174 rather. I'm gonna go take the half an extra club, go 7-iron, usually play it to about 180. Just do a smooth swing. Probably better off. I'm not trying to do anything cutesy with the 7-iron, but I'd also rather just do, if I come up 5-10 yards long, it is what it is. Rather just take a nice full swing with my 7 versus trying to muscle up an 8-iron and getting it there. Or just thin it low and to the right. Sit. We are out of sorts right now with the swing. 16 yards plus another 2. We're right at 18. Gonna go 60 degree. Hit the mat first. It'll be on the green, but that wasn't the best swing. Hit that on the up portion, up stroke or whatever of my swing. That one kind of, I hit the mat first. I felt the club bounce and it caught the leading edge of my 60 degree on the way up. Alright, another drop stroke. I'm gonna grab some Gatorade. Think about my life here and what we're doing, making a mess of this scorecard. Twelfth hole, par 4, 369. Nice and open, nice and straight. Let's put a bomb down there. What do you guys say? Sound good to everyone out there? Still low on the cuff face. That was a little bit off the heel. Should be out there though. I swung at that one a little bit more. That was a tad quicker. Not the best contact on the club, so it probably killed some ball speed, but 280 on the rollout, we'll take it. 89 yards left, down 2, so we're at 87. Gonna do one of those flighted pitching wedges. Pulled it a tad left. It might be just a hair short as well. Alright, we got it there. Landed short, but rolled out to about pin high. Fortunately not the straightest, but we're on the green. I think that'll be a par. And it is. Strange. I think it's the humidity out here, or the extra moisture in the air. It's like 50 degrees, like I said, but I can see my breath, oddly enough. 13th hole, par 5, 521. These holes are mostly relatively straight, but even this one, like, it's straight, but you got trees both left and right. Not exactly the most wide open, easiest tee shot in the world. That was right. Low in the face. I actually felt on that one when I swung my glove in between the club and my glove. Grabbed my sleeve on my shirt on that one. That was kind of a weird feeling. And as a result, not a very good swing. Alright, long ways home. We've got 285 left right by the side of these trees. Where's the pin? Up and to the right? Yeah. So I'm going to go even a little bit further left up here, right by that tree. I'd rather be into that tree up there versus catching this tree in front of us. Plus we're in the rough, so 285 to the hole, and then it's going to be 10% of the 285 left. So basically 30 yards on top of this is the shortage is going to give us. So I'm going to go 3 hybrid. Try to hit something maybe 250, and it'll give us about 220 because we're in the rough. Get my stupid sleeve out of the way. Straight but low. Luckily we got a big rollout, but would that have it at 203? So realistically that was only like 230. A lot left in the tank for that club if I hit it well. 83 yards left. Gonna be the same thing with this pitching wedge, down 1, so we're at 82. If I can in my head, trying to play something as close to 75, 80 yards here. Started left, spun off the net right. We'll see if I got the yardage right. Relatively close, a little short right. +2. Take the par though. These pars aren't bad and I'll take them, but unfortunately we kind of put ourselves in a hole dropping those strokes with what? We had 2 double bogeys, I think. So, although the pars aren't bad, we need some birds here in these next few holes to get us back down towards even. 14th hole, par 3, 190, down 4. So, we're at 186, right in between a 7 and a 6, closer to a 6, which I usually play to 190. So that's what I'm going to hit. Better contact, but I pushed it right. And there's our 190 number, like I said. Hit that pretty good. Unfortunately, I pushed it. Alright, 21 yards left. I don't know how this tree is going to come into effect here that we're underneath, but 21 yards, up 1. So we're at 22, and then we'll add another, call it 3 yards to that. So right around 25. Gonna go 56. Take a little bit off of my regular 30-yard shot. Not bad. It was a tad left. Should be pretty close to the number, but again, I got lucky. That was the very top of the net and it came back down. I think I'm maybe coming in too shallow. I don't know. Again, I'm not a by no means, I've never had a lesson in my life, let alone a PGA type of swing coach. 15th hole, par 4, 416. Again, pretty straight, but somewhat narrow fairway, trees left and right. I was thinking too, I wonder, it probably looks a little more narrow because I have my phone in portrait mode. If I turn it sideways, I don't love the view it gives you when it's in landscape, but I think everything is probably a little more condensed here. So everything looks a little more narrow, and the dispersion left to right probably doesn't show as much because everything's kind of condensed, versus if you had it in landscape where you had more room both left and right, you would probably see visually, it wouldn't change the numbers, but visually it would show you probably more of a left and right dispersion, I would think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but low again, started right. Hopefully it comes back a little. Kind of felt like I brought that around, kind of just up the right side. Not the worst though, all things considered. 265 on the rollout. Low launches on these though. Almost every single one has been low on the club face, and again, I go through those issues. If you guys saw me maybe a month or two ago, I was popping, maybe a little bit longer than that at this point, maybe 3 months ago, I was popping almost all my drivers up and I was losing distance, so I've been working on kind of leveling out my shoulders and not swinging up as much on it, but now I'm overcorrected and swinging too low. I think all these have been lower launches then, would be giving me better numbers if I can get it up a little bit, but constant work in progress, I suppose. 151 down 1, so right at 150, going 9 iron. Club twisted a little bit when I hit that one. Kind of popped it up as well. That has to go. Go, 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 go. Nope. Short right. Alright. 18 yards left. We're in the fairway, luckily, but we should have hit that green. Down one, so we're at 17. Just gonna go 60 degree. Frustrating too. I'm thinking about that the driver swings. Most of them haven't even been that bad. Like, relatively happy the way I'm swinging it, but it's just the slightly lower launch on it. Not getting as much distance as I could be, I think. Hit the mat first again. It's gonna be relatively close, but that just didn't feel great. Yeah, a little short left. Ball striking has not been the best today. And we dropped another stroke. Well, I guess good thing is Mark didn't specify what a round even par would be. I don't know if he considers +5 even, close to even par, but got a few holes left. Maybe we can get 1 or 2 back. I keep saying it, but haven't been able to do it. 16th hole, par 4, 363. I guess this means, Mark, if you're watching to this point, if this isn't exactly what you meant, and I definitely don't feel like I'm playing my best, it just means you're gonna have to request another course for me, and I'll be able to come out here on a day that I'm feeling better and put up a better score. Still low. Started up the right side. Ooh, I don't know about that. I think that was a misread. That one felt the same as the other one. It feels like I'm kind of, which I guess is good. It felt that one was both felt like they started kind of low and to the right, but it felt like I was kind of bringing the club head around. So I would think that one would have started up the right and came back a little bit. That one just had it staying right, so it kind of is what it is. But luckily we got somewhat of a lucky bounce off of that tree. I don't know where we are in relation to all these trees. It gets tough when they turn transparent like this. I don't know if we're directly under some. We got this one in front of us to the right, but we got 151 down 4. So that puts us at 147, and then we're going to need another 15, 16 yards. So 157, 163 about. I'm going to go 8 iron, just in case we catch one of those trees. Pulled it a little left. Struck it decent though. It was a little thin. Did we get a generous bounce to the green? I don't know if we did. That might be a +3, I think. Ooh, we got lucky +2. Alright, we'll take that. Decent little scramble for a par based on that tee shot. Lucky bounce there. That could have easily been a +3, but maybe the Garmin knew. A little bit of a misread off the tee. Maybe he's a little generous on the that other shot. All right, 2 holes left. This is starting to get down to the dire situation of getting some strokes back. I would love to get, at least this is a par 5. Usually both here and on course, like I mentioned, I gain most of my strokes on long par 4s and par 5s, and I usually give them back on par 3s. But I guess not even long par 4s, just par 4s in general. I guess realistically I probably gained some strokes on short par 4s too, but mostly just the par 3s I give back strokes. So at least we have a par 5 here. If I can put something out there off the tee, relatively decent, set ourselves up. The problem is though, that is definitely more so the case when I'm hitting my longer irons and my hybrids well. When you're not hitting the hybrids well, some of these second shots into these greens on the longer holes might be a little hairy. Started up the right. We'll see if it stays right or if it comes back at all. Just kind of a push. .239. felt quicker than that. I don't know what happened on that one. All right, 291. We got trees all along this right side. I'm gonna aim up here, kind of left side, and unfortunately this is gonna again take off 30 yards to where we hit this. So going 3 hybrid again. Ideally, like I said, if I can hit something 250, basically like a standard stock 250 shot on a flat fairway, not out of the rough. Because of the rough, it's going to give us like 220. Alright, that was at least a little better. Still kind of low in my opinion, but maybe not. Those last two, the driver swing and that hybrid swing, based on how I hit them, felt like those were a little short, maybe slight misreads there. I feel like I hit those decent and I'm not getting a whole lot of distance on them. We'll see if that continues. Could be again some of that glitchiness maybe from the moisture in the air. 103 yards left, down 2, so right at 101. Gonna go pitching wedge. Honestly, I'm just happy to be out here playing, so even if we're not going to be right around even par, not the best round, but better than not playing. Bad golf is better than no golf. Pulled it left, that might be a little bit short too. Short left. R10 got it. Unfortunately not the best shot, but we're on the green. Another par. Alright, oh boy, we got water now. 18th hole, par 4, 396. Kind of a goalpost out there with those trees. We're going hopefully right through. Still low and right. Right into the tree. Alright, we're through it though. I guess for the sake of it. 292, that was generous. We'll take a look at that one. 151 ball speed, club speed creeping down as I get fatigued. 105 on that one. Only 1.9. See, that's the problem. I think I only looked at a few during the beginning. Luckily, I mean, the smash factor is not too bad, but 1.9 on the attack angle, I can feel I'm just not swinging up as much as I need to be on those. I think I'm losing distance, like I said, and that's probably why they're feeling like they're coming out low. Somehow I didn't check the slope. I would assume we were hitting down into that fairway. I don't know how we got that much distance out of it, but 105 left, down 1, so we're at 104. Pitching wedge. Hole out here would be good for eagle. Get 2 strokes back real quick. That's not going to be a hole out. That's way left. Hopefully that's even on the green. I don't know if it will be. Nope. Bad swing. Alright, 20 yards left, up 1, plus we'll add another 3 to it. 2-3 yards or so 23, 24 yards or whatever. Going 56. That was thin. That's gonna have to get down. Landed softly, luckily, but not the best swing there to finish it. So, gonna grab some Gatorade real quick. Take a look at the scorecard. We dropped another stroke, so I think that puts us at +6, unfortunately. So in my book, that's not very close to even par. Even par would be maybe 1-2, probably at the most like 3 over. Probably not exactly what Mark was thinking or expecting, but again, I guess you just have to recommend another course for me to try to go low out here on. But from Highland Lake Golf Course in Richmond, Indiana, again, courtesy of Mark Stevens. Shout out to you. I appreciate the request, suggestion. Pretty cool background story of playing here since you were 13. Broke 80 when you were 33. Luckily we broke 80 here, but significantly easier here on the R10 and home tee hero versus real life when you get all different kinds of weird kicks and lies and types of grass, etc. But we ended up with a 78 +6, so 39 on the front, 39 on the back. Driver was actually decent. We were again launching almost everything low, but for the most part, I mean, 11 out of 14 fairways, I'll take that all day long. That's actually a decent metric. Greens regulation, I didn't feel like my irons were that great, but again, 10 out of 18 will take that. Not quite as good as the fairways, but at least that's slightly over 50%. And then putts, pretty bad on the putts. That's too short of 2 putts per hole. Good amount of +3s in there. The 2 double bogeys on the front hurt the scorecard a good amount. Only 1 birdie on 6 the whole round. The rest were just pars and 3 bogeys on the back. So kind of hot and cold golf, a little bit all over the place. The wedges, I don't know what was going on with those early on, up and over the net, but kind of is what it is. But 6 over 78. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, any of you out there that are watching this, I appreciate the support, you guys watching this far through the video. I know this one was probably a little bit of a longer video. I was kind of hurting out here playing a little bit slower, but if you'd like to see me play any course in your area or just any course at all, really, let me know the name of it and the location, and then preferably give me a little bit of background story like Mark did on this one. I'll write them down. I have pieces of paper that I bring out here with any of the notes that you guys give me, so kind of fun to have a little background going into them, kind of relay some of that information if I can, and yeah, it makes it feel like a little bit more like real life if I'm going to visit Mark or something, for example, and he's saying, oh, I played this course when I was 13, and yeah, it just gives me a little bit of fun background. But in any event, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.